I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy, stir your ass like a hot bowl of chili.
Looks like we're talking about the deer today, and even though it's easily one of the weirdest individuals within the Adventure Time story, why do you guys keep on asking me for people who only have about 2 minutes of screen time? This is easily going to be one of the shortest videos I've ever done. And no, I'm not just doing this one in order to make up for time due to the fact that I still haven't been able to finish the Owl House and still have to do a video on Bellows. Why would you even bring that up? Work, for the love of God, please! Moving on from my streaming issues, which won't allow me to finish a very simple show, let's go ahead and talk about this deformed deer. And yes, I 100% mean it when I say deformed because it is a flat-out mutant. Considering that it's intelligent as well as possessing full-on fingers, I have to assume that it's a descendant of humans who were mutated by the mushroom bomb. This happens to be the case when it comes to many of the beast races that we see, a good example of this being Chuscoos, who I'm not going to dwell on because for some reason he seems to always dwindle his way into every single video I do about the mushroom bomb, so we're just going to stop talking about him right now. Moving on, let's talk about the absolute atrocity of this deer. Now, one thing that we always have to factor in is... he's strong! Like, way stronger than I ever could have possibly anticipated. The guy was able to easily go toe-to-toe with Finn and Jake and beat them on pretty much 2 separate occasions until Jake was able to get the drop on him by dropping cinder blocks onto his head while he was floating above them. He was able to give Finn and Jake brain damage, being able to put Finn into a coma after breaking both of his legs and giving Jake amnesia. Oh, but it definitely didn't end there, considering he ended up assaulting pretty much every single member of the Candy Kingdom in search for their sugar. And I don't know if you've ever looked up the Urban Dictionary for giving someone sugar, but trust me, I'm not talking about it here. Moving aside the topics that will definitely get me demonetized, let's go ahead and talk about how the fact that he was able to pretty much defeat every single member in the Candy Kingdom and completely encase them in his bodily fluids. No, that was not a sentence I was expecting to say today, nor do I ever hope to say that sentence again. He captured, assaulted, and then slathered every single Candy Kingdom member in his own bodily fluids and then stuck them onto a wall for later use. He somehow was even able to capture a combination of Princess Bubblegum and Peppermint Butler, even though this was after the fact that we found out that Peppermint Butler dealt with death and demons pretty much every single week. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. I'm really curious who actually decided to make this character. Who at the table was just like, let's make an incredibly weird, slimy deer who likes to lick people. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. This video is definitely not what I typically do, considering I probably added way more editing stuff than I usually do, but at the same time, I had a lot of fun with it regardless of the very strange topics that were pretty much put at hand. Anyway, if you liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and don't be afraid to pretty much put any recommendation or request within the comments. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Then something just snapped, something inside of me. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot. I didn't care about being a Super Saiyan. I didn't care if I lived. I didn't care about anything. And then it happened.